Everyone, what's up? Noran here again with Ragnarok Liquor. Now, this is a game I downloaded from Steam for the sake of nostalgia. I'm one of the biggest Ragnarok fan. Ragnarok Online. For those of you who do not know, that was an awesome early 2000 game. I think it was released in 2000 and what year did I play? I can't remember. 2002, 2003. Around that year, 2001 even, I am not too sure. But anyway, it was one of the iconic games of the time because for Malaysia, online gaming was not really a thing until Ragnarok Online came to where we were. I remember going to the cyber cafe, cyber cafe to play, I think it was Warcraft. I could be mistaken, but I think it was Warcraft 3. So when I came into the cyber cafe, I saw this little poster up there showing Ragnarok for the first time, and I was like, what is this game? It's an online game. It turns out you can play RPGs online. So I decided to play it, and then the rest is history. So now they're making this game. It's based on the clicker games that you oh, there's a new patch. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've actually played this one before. For those of you who knows how this game goes, yeah, it's quite obvious. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, it's a clicker game. Like any other clicker game, you start with no passive damage. You just start with clicking. Like for example here, I'm clicking, and in this game, you're represented by a novice. I don't know how you pronounce. I think it's novice. So anyway, yeah, we're represented by Arcana the novice. All right, so she does all the damage. Yeah, and so what you do is you click until the guy dies, pick up some zennies, and build up towards whatever character you have later on in the game. You have the mage, the acolyte, the archer, the thief, the merchant. Then you go on to the knight, the wizard, the hunter, assassin, yeah, and so on and so forth. So it's quite a nice game. I mean, it's a nice game. Yeah, it's not like the real. I mean, it wasn't like the real. Oh, I have 5 mil. Wow. Okay, I'm dumb. I thought I had like, yeah, this is just zennies for days, man. I thought it was like 500 zenny. Oh, okay, I didn't know I had 5 mil. All right. That's fun. Okay. So yeah, basically you just pick up the money. I think this is gonna go on for forever. So I'm just gonna move onwards. Okay. Finish the whole level. So basically, yeah, it's like any other clicker games. Like if you guys remember Cookie Clicker, the first one of the original clicker games. Yeah, so that's basically the premise of the game. There's no end goal that I know of as of yet for most of these kind of games. So basically, you're just gonna build up. You're gonna build more DPS. Invest wisely, and then eventually, so on and so forth, you'll actually become stronger towards the end of the game. So it's gonna go on. But the thing that makes me want to play this game is the fact that, well, I don't know, there's a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of nostalgia in this game. You can buy some cash item. I don't know who would buy cash items. It's like weird. Who would even want to buy cash items in this game? It's just I don't know. It's a free game. Just play it for free. Yeah, okay. Back to my point. Sorry, I digress. Part of the reason why I want to play this game was because of the nostalgia of the sound. If any of you played this game before, you'll know these characters. Things like Thiefbug, like Taro, like the ancient mimic in the culvert. Are you serious? Anyway, yeah, you'll find these characters in the culvert phase in Frontera. I remember going there and grinding it when I was in this game. The first character that I played, I remember playing a swordsman. Then I moved towards archer because back then in school I was really keen into archery. And it was fun, right? Oh, this is a boss. Poison Spore is the boss here. Kinda disappointing though. I was expecting the Golden Thief Bug to be the boss here. Poison Spore. That's so anticlimactic. Anyway, again, back to the story. There's just too much nostalgia. I'm so sorry guys. There's so many nostalgia in this game. So yeah, wrecked. So this, what do you call it? Frontera was the place to be when you were in Ragnarok Online. It was like this hub where you'll meet people, sell stuff. I remember the whole street along this side. If you guys can see this map, along this side here there would be people lining up and merchants opening up shop. Yeah, so I was an archer back then, and then I slowly made my way into late game. I think I became a hunter. Then I decided to call quits, and I actually went and became a merchant. Yeah, I became a merchant just because merchants were so cool back then. You know, you had money. You had discount. You could buy potions for cheap. You can sell things for expensive, and you can open a shop. And that's the coolest aspect of this game, because back then, despite Game Flyer saying no selling gold, what we did was we had a lot of items. We got a lot of zennies, and then we basically just we basically just opened shop and sold zennies to people who are lazy. So 1 million zenny back then could get us easily around 20 ringgit, and that would be equivalent to about, I know if you convert it now, 20 ringgit would be about $5, $5 US, but in our time, I mean, in terms of cash value, it'd be almost as much as 15 US dollars back where in the US or around the world. Okay, it's the value of that money was about 15 US dollars. So we really made a good living for I don't know, high schoolers back then because of this game. So yeah, it was quite fun. It was quite fun. I remember enjoying making money out of this game. It was just fun. So I'm just gonna up this guy, get his skill, up that guy, get his skill, up that guy, get his skill. Oh, there's merchant. There you are. Up this guy, get his skill. Whoops. So I'm up to the wizard right now, which is an upgrade of mage. I'm still in the culvert. Okay, I'm guessing level 20 I'm gonna move out of the culvert. I hope. Oh, there we go, golden thief bug, the boss of the culvert. Damn, back then I was so confident that I could beat the living crap out of this guy. I was really confident. So I went into the dungeon, I found the golden thief bug, smacked it once, and I got smacked to Kingdom Come. I lost about half my experience. Oh god, I can't remember. Did we lose any gold? Did we lose any zenny back then? Can't really recall. Okay, let's move on. This is Byalan. I remember a few of them. Swordfish, Conatus, I remember that. Fen, I remember them. Swordfish, I remember him. Fen, the fish. Like, I'm sorry, you guys might not see. Byalan Island. Have I been there before? Is it the island near Islud? Could be. Byalan Island. Probably the name is not the original name. I can't really recall. Mars. Okay, Conatus. Oh yes, this is the island near Islud. This is the one where you have to purchase the ship, go towards there. Oh, I remember this one. I even have a story to go along with this one. This was where I first learned that there was such a thing called botting in games, where you'd have a program which runs a script which allows you to allow your character to farm anonymously. So basically what it does is it gets your character to move around, attack whatever you give it. You give it a range of, if I'm not mistaken, was monster level. So you give it a range, it will attack whatever is within that range, and then it will then proceed to pick up the items, use potions, and so on and so forth. You don't actually have to be there, you just have to provide the character with enough potions. And yeah, that was my beginning of botting illegally to get zennies and sell zennies. So yeah, I'm not proud of that moment. I'm not proud of the moment, though it did pique my interest in learning a bit of programming, learning a bit of command programming. So yeah, there's that. Oh man, this game brings so much nostalgia. If you guys want to download this game, it's available for free on Steam. All right. It's not the same Ragnarok online, during the glory days kind of style. Yeah, but it's still, nonetheless, getting to see the characters, getting to hear the music. It just brings up so much old memories I had with my friends. God, why don't they make games like this anymore? I mean, I went back into the international server. Yeah, it just didn't have the feel of the old Ragnarok. I mean, people are required to, you want to make profit, you have to pay money, you have to put in some time, you have to have friends. It's like, I understand the whole aspect of MMORPG where you have to play with multiple people, but I don't understand why they have to force people to play in a team. I mean, can't people just enjoy MMORPGs with people, sometimes solo, sometimes I didn't get it. I didn't get it. All right, so maybe we'll just move on to level 25. Kill this boss. Ooh, Obion. Is that how you pronounce her name? The mermaid. Oh, back then these were PG-18. These things were. These things were PG-18. Oops, she's too strong. I can't kill her. So I'm just gonna farm here a little bit. Those pixelated stuff were PG-18 back then. I mean, I remember my mom seeing it and giving me a lot of you know, I was grounded for I think a few days without computer. It made me almost go mad. Yeah. Ooh, and back then we were not using Wi-Fi like we are using right now. I mean, back then people were using those dial-up modems. I don't know if any of you have seen it. I mean, for those who are around my age or older, you might have seen it, but for those who are too young to remember, those were the old modems that did that horrible sound. Oh god, that was a lot of money. Okay, it did a lot of sound before you well, what was that? What's the correct term? Yeah, it had a lot of sound before you could connect. It had this buzzing sound like I don't know how to make the sound, but yeah, that's basically about it. God, this is such a nostalgic game. Alright, you know what? Enough of me ranting. I've been probably ranting for about 10 minutes plus right now. So thank you very much for watching Ragnarok Clicker. I'm sorry, it's a clicking game. There's not much to see. I just decided to go on a ranting adventure with you guys, sharing a little bit about the past of Ragnarok Online. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I mean, if you want to, feel free to play it. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad game per se. I mean, it's better. It's made better than most of the other clicker games. So I don't know. Give it a try, I guess. So if you guys like this video, the like button is always ready for you to click. And until the next video, I hope to see you guys